Iguales. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Iguales. We're here joined by the wonderful Elena. First of all, welcome to the podcast. I'm just yesterday. I was listening to the mindset episode you did with Red Bull.
Oh, really? Okay.
Incredible, incredible podcast. I'm sure we'll discuss it in a few seconds. But first of all, how are you doing? How is Madrid treating you so far?
Thank you. Everything is great. Really happy to be back in Madrid. Was practicing well, and yeah, just looking forward to start here.
Did you arrive today, Monday, or
No, I arrived on Saturday, so
Saturday?
I already got some practices here, and yeah, I think my first match is actually on Friday, so I have even extra more days.
I mean, you still got lots of time. Obviously, today media day and stuff, but then rest of the days, I guess, just training for 3 hours or so, and then just rest the rest of the time. Or how's it looking like?
Yeah, I mean, tennis is maybe not so much, 1.5 hour per day, and then some fitness, recovery. I mean, before the tournament, you cannot do so much. You're just trying to maintain. The last week, I did some good preparation, and it was a little bit tougher. So now it's more relaxing and recovery.
Great listening. I mentioned just at the start of the chat that mindset win, was it? I think it was the name
Yeah.
of the podcast. It blew my mind. You For the people at home that may not have watched it, it's just Jelena talking about not only her win in Wimbledon, but past, let's just say, a year or so, and how you approach mentally tournaments. And one thing that blew my mind is that mostly people are emotional when playing tennis, but you said that sometimes you had to bring the emotions out, because if not, like, you couldn't play the way you should when you were, I don't know, when you were losing the match or you weren't feeling comfortable. Could you explain that? Because it blew my mind. It really did.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just generally a very like calm person, and on the court you can see and might think that I don't have much emotions, or if something goes wrong, I will not show it, or even if it's good, like I'm not gonna scream come on or some other thing. So, but inside, of course, there is a lot of emotions and nerves and everything. So yeah, for me, it's just important sometimes to actually show the emotions, to show the opponent that I'm there for different moments of the match, even when sometimes I don't feel good. This is the way. This is the moment when you should show maybe opponent and like let's say fake it a little bit. So yeah, this is something I will need to kind of improve. Maybe some people need to stay more calm during the matches, and yeah, so I'm a bit opposing from probably majority of the players.
And how do you find that balance between being what you are, a calm person, but then bringing that fire out sometimes?
It's not always easy because we play so many matches. Sometimes you get tired, and when you're tired physically, then of course mentally also you can be down. And to play 1 week in, 1 week out, it's not easy. But for this, you have your team also. They are supporting you. They're trying from the box show you these important moments during the match, and they try to push you. So this is why you have team, and they're helping you in these moments.
So, for example, let's just say maybe when you were a junior or something, you felt, I don't know, frustration, whatever, and it didn't come out because you were just trying to just be calm, as calm as you could, but you were having those emotions inside. How they would affect you negatively in game?
Well, for example, if I don't show the emotion, but something is not going well during the match, and I start missing a lot, it's not easy for me to switch off, and I I think too much about the mistakes, and I should do opposite, just try to forget and keep on going. So this is probably the negative part, that you stay too long in this kind of mentality of, oh, everything is not working today, this is not my day, and so on. So it's in tennis, everything is very quick, and you need to really switch off the bad things and try to focus on something which might help you. So this is probably the one thing, like, where you just stay negative for too long.
And for example, just a few minutes ago, Ostapenko bet Sabalenka on Stuttgart.
Ah, she did. I
Yeah.
didn't know.
Yeah, just I mean, I think it was like 15 minutes ago or something.
Nice.
And that Sabalenka losing in Stuttgart for finals in 5 years.
Yeah.
And of course, how do you deal with losing in a way? Because that has to be probably the hardest question I can ask you, really.
Yeah, of course, it's not easy, and depends on the loss. Sometimes it's such a close match. Sometimes you lose easier. So it's all depends on the match, how it went. But definitely, like, as an example of Arena, is probably very frustrating to play so many finals and not to win. And maybe this is some extra pressure she put on herself, playing now. And yeah, I mean, it's all depends on the match, and sometimes you finish the tournament and then there is another one coming up, so you are trying to forget it as quick as possible. But some losses are very tough to forget. You can even dream on of the moments of the match you did, and which changed completely the game. So it all depends.
Is there any specific match that comes to mind that it's hard to forget, for example, in your career?
Well, for now, since I was doing the interviews and they reminded me that the match I was here against Arena, and it was semi-final, and I remember I was up and I had maybe break point or something, so I was actually very close to win that match. And then we went to 3 sets, and that was not an easy one, of course. And there is many matches like this, but this one probably came out just now in my mind.
And how do you then, when you come back to Madrid now and you're warming up and you're training, do you feel like, for example, you play the first round, you play the first game, and you're flowing and you're hitting flat balls and they're going in? Does this sensation of what happened against Arena just go away slowly?
Yeah, of course. It's been a year and you played so many matches, so you are not thinking about the past. You're just focusing on what it is today, because even each day is different. You can play first round unbelievable tennis, and the next day it's like someone changed something for you, and you cannot put a ball in. So it's very specific. It's very different every day. Depends on the weather conditions, your opponent, and so on. So definitely, I try to not focus on the past and just be present and do as best I can in these moments.
Even though you're mentioning not focusing on the past, I'm gonna go into the past,
Okay.
but onto juniors. Because one thing that blew my mind is that when you were playing juniors, sometimes you would go by yourself to tournaments.
Yeah, well, I was going regularly to school, so it was not easy to combine tennis and school and some exams. So, um, yeah, I was practicing after school, then I had to change school, and I would practice in the morning with the players who are for sure already going to professionals. So it was a bit challenging, and my parents, they were both working, so I would go to some tournaments alone. To Europe, to Australia, I went alone. I remember, of course, there is some other um, players who you know, but it's still not the same when you come with a coach or parent. And yeah, sometimes either my dad or mom would come, but a lot of times I was alone. And I think this is also build a little bit my character, and just generally to adapt to the situations. And I think the most important, that after I could find my people around, and now I have a team, and I think that's the most important right now.
So, for example, when you played in Australia, you were 16, you were on your own. Of course, you're learning to play on your own against everything and maybe trying to figure life out at a really young age. But then, as you mentioned, you have you now have a team, so it seems like you can do both things, so it benefits you in a way.
Well, of course, as a junior, it was mostly for fun. And at the age of 17, 18, already finishing school, it was a time for me to choose what I really want and how I see the future, if I go to college or not. So it was not an easy decision, but definitely I started without a team. I started just first with a coach, and then I started adding fitness coach, also physio, and the team just became bigger, and now it's a huge support. It's a lot of investments, and they teach me every day. So this is something I think is very important in the professional career, to have good people around you and a good team.
We had Tommy Paul in here on the podcast just an hour ago or something, and we asked him to just write a question down. He didn't know you were coming, so
Yeah.
it's just a general question into whoever was coming, and it's basically I'm gonna read it to you out loud. Who's your favorite player from the 90s?
For 90s.
Yes.
Well, I was not following so much tennis. Um, Justine Henin, I think. Her. Is that okay? Answer? Yeah, I'm not sure. You will cut it in case I'm wrong.
We're gonna count that in, and then I'm gonna ask you to just go in here into a new page. This is a crazy tablet.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It is. It is really amazing.
Like a book also, and you can write everything.
Yeah. I mean, and you can change pages and whatever. I'm gonna ask you to just write a question. We don't know who's coming next because media days are crazy, but you can take your time. You can think for a couple of seconds. What would you like to ask anyone? Really, it could be anything. It could be about tennis. It could be about life.
Well, let's say the best experience from Madrid. Let's say, hopefully the person been here before.
Well, what would be yours?
The best experience. Yeah. From Madrid. In Madrid.
In Madrid is good.
In
Yeah,
Madrid.
in Madrid is good.
In Madrid so far, or just like
I think like that is good. I think
experience?
it's understandable.
Okay.
What would you reply to your own question? Thank you. If you can just take the microphone as well. Thank you.
Well, I don't know. I don't do much during the tournaments, I have to say, but probably just the atmosphere on the courts, like when you play on the stadium. I played some crazy match with Yulia Putintseva. I was down, and then against Arena was also amazing atmosphere, and definitely the food. So
Food.
it's like this kind.
What favor if you could have anything to eat in this dinner? What would it be?
I always go for these croquettes as an appetizer because I come and I always hungry. So I'm like, please bring me something quick, and this is usually what I go for.
It is quick, and I mean they're good.
Yes.
That's a good pick. You're a Spaniard now, almost. The last thing, because I know now you gotta leave. I don't know if you're training now or
No, I just have some treatment with the physio. I finished my practices
were they good?
today. Yeah. Today was good actually. I'm happy.
I'm happy for you as well. This is a quick quiz that we're asking everyone. It's just, I'm going to ask you about the last 10 winners of the MUTUA Madrid Open in the WTA. So I'm going to ask you, like, I'm going to give you a year and you're going to reply with the one, or if you know the answer, it's just you're going to say it. And if you don't, just guess it.
So the best moments, the
No, last 10 winners
last and
of the last 10 years.
winners. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So starting from 2024.
Amazing. I don't even remember from last year. Was it Arena?
No. Iga.
Iga.
It was Iga. But if we go to 2023,
Arena.
yes.
Okay.
2022,
Iga again?
no. Ons.
Oh, I don't know anything. Because whenever I lose a tournament, I'm going, so I was not following again.
2021.
Difficult.
You said it now a couple of times.
We just said it.
You said it.
Iga then.
Oh, Arena.
Arena. Oh my god, so bad on this one.
2019 now.
You need to put somewhere pictures of the
It-
previous winners. So
Yeah, that's a good one. Next year we'll show a few pictures.
maybe give me some small
It starts with the letter K.
Kvitova.
No, but that's a good shout. Kiki Bertens.
Kiki Bears.
But that was a good shout. 2018. The game.
Kvitova.
Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. If we go now to 2017 and 2016, she won it both times.
You need to give me some
Um,
help.
the second name starts with H.
Second name H.
H. Or the first starts with S. Whatever you wanna.
What? 2000.
2017 or 16.
S and H. I have no clue. Who's that?
Simone Halep.
Oh no.
I gotta tell you, I'm the same as you. I could know it, but then
Yeah.
it doesn't come into my mind. Now 2015. No worries. 2015. You said it, the name twice.
Kvitova.
Yes. And then to finish it all, 2014, a big name, the history of the sport.
Serena?
No. Maria Sharapova.
Sharapova. That was my second guess.
Well, it was a good shout. It was a good shout. Anyways, thank you so much for your time, Elena. Is there anything you wanna say? I think this is your camera.
Okay.
You wanna say something to the Spanish fans?
Support us starting in a few days. Really looking forward to see you all on the stands. If not, cheer on from home, and yeah, hopefully it's gonna be a lot of good matches.
Hopefully, we're all praying for it. Thank you so much for your
Thank
time,
you.
Elena, and just enjoy the tournament.
Thank you very much.